Okay, I once again all of you welcome the lecture series of electric power quality. So now see this electric power quality issues. We are already discussed so many problems. So what are the different electrical power quality issues in the power systems? Is nothing but what is voltage sag, what is voltage swell, then. What are the transients occurred in the system, what are the long duration voltage variations, what are the short duration voltage variations, so what is voltage regulation, how that voltage regulation is present in the system, then how to reduce that voltage regulations in the system, how to improve the quality of power in the power system by using which type of devices, so what are the different compensation devices, all the things we are already discussed. So today, nothing but the we are coming under the fourth chapter is nothing but the harmonics. A very important harmonics are very important when concerned in the power quality issues. So how these harmonics are present in the system? So the main reason for producing the harmonics in the system is because of the non-linearities present in the system. How that non-linearity is present in the system? Because of we are using non-linear devices. So that's why these power quality issues are concerning very important problem. Because we are responsible in olden days, in the 19th century, on that time, the industrial people is only responsible for producing this harmonics in the system. But nowadays, we are also responsible because we are using most of the devices are power alternative devices. This is nothing but the non-linear loops. So that leads to the harmonics into the system. This power alternative devices will inject some harmonics into the system. Okay, so now today class we are seeing that how these harmonics are produced in the system. What are the sources of harmonics? Okay, so now see this. Yesterday class we are already seeing the what is harmonic, then how the harmonics are produced in the system. Okay, now today class we are going to see what are the harmonics, then how that harmonics are produced in the system, what are nothing but what are the sources of harmonics. Okay, now see this sources. Now the entire sources we are divided into the two categories. Remember, the entire sources of power quality problems we can divide into the two categories. First one is nothing but the commercial, first one, then second one is the industrial. You can divide it into the two categories, commercial as well as the industrial. Okay, so in this commercial is in the sense here is nothing but and humans is nothing but our is like domestic loads, domestic and some shops, etc. Commercial purpose is nothing but the domestic load, simply some shops and etc. So what are the industrial loads? You know that industrial loads is considered that the big industries that operate in the high power ratings. So that can divided entire sources of harmonics is nothing but is into two categories: commercial loads as well as the industrial loads. In these commercial loads, we can divide into the again three categories. So is nothing but divide three categories. Nothing but the people, the domestic people like us, the users is using in commercial loads like single phase power supplies, fluorescent lighting, as well as the ASDs. Is nothing but the some lifts and elevators is nothing but in shops and some homes and apartments they are using some lifts as well as elevators, some ASDs, adjustable speed drives. So for commercial purpose is nothing but as an some domestic use, nothing but some shops or commercial complex like that. Remember. So in industrial, we can divide into the again three categories: three-phase power converters. Is nothing but these industries will operate in the most of the cases are three phases. These commercial loads, where assuming it is operated at the single phase, are very lessly three phase. Remember, so commercial loads we are dividing in the single phase. Loads are very less. We are using the three phase loads. Now three phase loads here, three phase. So industrial we are considering in the three phase loads. Three phase loads. Okay, so for that three phase purpose we are using the three phase power converters. So nothing but power electronic devices. Remember, power electronic devices that leads to the non-linear. Here we are using the single phase power supply is nothing but a single phase converter. We are using here single phase converter. In this three phase converters, you are again you can consider three phase some DC drives, nothing but a DC to DC converter, AC converters. Then what is the impact of operation of these conditions? You can divide into these three categories in this three phase converters. Again, the second one is arcing devices in the industrial loads. Arcing devices. So what are the arcing devices? Nothing but some electric arc furnaces like that devices. Then saturable devices. Then industrial load. Saturable devices means here, transformers like that devices. So we are going to discuss. So how industrial side causes the harmonics. Then you can see the how the commercial loads will inject these some harmonics into the system. Okay, we are only seeing today's lecture what are the reasons behind the production of harmonics into the system for the commercial loads as well as the industrial loads. How these harmonics are injected into the system, how these loads, commercial and industrial loads, is responsible for injecting some harmonics into the system. Okay, now see the commercial loads. Now see the commercial loads. What is the commercial loads? A commercial loads is nothing but some office complexes, as I said, some departmental stores are nothing but shops and hospitals, and data internet centers, and so many some we are using in houses are some soft floors at nighting, some electric ballasts as well as adjustable speed drives for heating. Remember, for heating and ventilation, nothing but the air conditioning is like that. So that's what the rating, a small rating loads. Remember, commercial loads, they are divided into the small rating loads. Okay, so we are considered under this category. Remember, this all the things we are going to remember. So what are the commercial loads? What are the industrial loads? You just only one thing difference between the commercial as well as the industrial is nothing but the amount of load that can run from the system. So less load, nothing but lower load consumption equipment. You can treat it as a commercial loads, and then higher loading equipment you can consider it as industrial loads. So in these commercial loads, so different types of loads are there. What are the different types? Some office equipment, some departmental stores, hospitals, some air conditioning equipments, and some ASDs for heating. All these devices are comes under the commercial loads. For this purpose of commercial loads, most of the commercial loads we are using the single phase. Is not but in our household. For example, all this type of loads, presuming so in our houses or a small office are there. Which type of equipment we are using in the houses is nothing but uninterrupted power supply and all other things. We are using the, it's nothing but the some single phase power is nothing but the some inverter. So to convert AC into the DC, DC into the AC. Some household inverters. Remember, some household inverters. We have the inverter in the house. So what we are doing here in the house. So what is the function of that inverter in our houses? So we have the battery connection is there. Whenever the power supply is nothing but going to interrupt, so that inverter is give some power. Nothing but they giving this some backup to that one. So the nothing but backup is given by the some battery. So that battery is the DC. So that's why. So that inverter is convert into the AC to the DC for charging the battery. So when there is no power supply to the houses, on that time this inverter is convert so battery power DC into the AC. So most of the cases we are using the single phase inverters. All these purposes, some departmental stores, offices, and some other centers, some internet centers, some some hospitals, some industries. They can hospitals like some little bit more power consumption loads. They can take the three phase powers. But in this case, commercial loads, we can assume it as a single phase power supply is nothing but single phase power converter. When compared to the three phase, single phase power converter is very less cost, but using of this single phase converter will leads to the a very dangerous situation. Okay, now see that what is that happen. Okay, so now see this this power electronic converter. So is nothing but the what is the single phase power supply? This is nothing but single phase converter. Here remember, this is the single phase converter, single phase power converter will leads to the, so nothing but how that converter is designed by using some power electronic devices. The power electronic devices will draw the current in the non-linear loads, will draw the supply from the current in the non-linear category. So they are producing the harmonic current into the system. So because of the non-linear loads, so the non-linear type of devices, they draw the current from the non-linear wave shapes. So that's why they can inject some current into the system. So in this category, you can include these adjustable speed drives, motor drives. Remember, motor drive, a single phase motor drive, ASD, adjustable speed motor drive. Remember this drive. Drive is nothing but a controller. That controller, we are going to design the single phase controller is nothing but an power electronic equipments. Again, the electronic power supplies is nothing but our charging, our battery charging is nothing but our cell phone charging, all other things. Okay, then DC motor drives, some DC to DC motor drives. So DC motor controller, DC motor controller. Okay, DC motor controller. Then battery charges like our household inverters. So electronic ballasts. This electronic ballasts is nothing but we are using in the fluorescent lamps. Remember, this electronic ballasts we are using in the fluorescent lamps. So high illumination lamps, fluorescent lamps for nothing but the high illumination lamps. Then you can use this some inverter and rectifier applications in our household, like in our household, some AC to DC, DC to AC conversion equipments. So what is that major concern because of the single phase power supplies is nothing but single phase converters. So because the single phase converters we are using such more number of devices, single phase converters. What is the single phase is nothing but you can see this uh, single phase. Some two opposite bridges we are considered. Okay, so this is the source AC. So now convert into the load a single phase. Some simply I can draw in this a single phase like this converters. We are using these power electronic devices, power electronics, power electronic devices. This leads to the non-linear. This leads to the non-linear currents. So it can draw the non-linear currents from the supply. So nothing but they can inject these some harmonic currents into the system. The major thing while you are using this type of single phase converters, now see this, in single phase electronic equipment, nothing but like single phase converters will produce much harmonic current. Remember, much harmonic current is nothing but it produces the third harmonics, H is equal to 3, 5, under 9, 11 and so on. Much harmonic current, triple N harmonic currents. Triple N harmonic currents, it produces the triple N harmonic currents when compared to the double N harmonic currents, nothing but second order harmonic. A triple N harmonics will causes more impact on the system, so it will causes the heating of the devices. So immediately the installation is failures, the equipment may short circuit and the entire equipment may damages. So when compared to the all other harmonic components, third order harmonic components are very dangerous to the equipment because these are treated as a zero sequence. Okay, now see this single phase power supplies, again this one. So now see this single phase power supply we are using, where we can use where we can use some adjustable speed motors, is nothing but all the things we are using. Some we can see the one another one more example, some personal computers, nothing but SMPS. You know that SMPS. Okay, SMPS we are using, the computers we are using SMPS, nothing but printers, them scanning devices. So most of the devices they are using the single phase power electronic devices. So what is SMPS? SMPS means nothing but the switching mode power supplies. SMPS means here switching mode power supplies. Switching mode power supply, SMPS. Now this is the SMPS. SMPS. Switching mode power supply. We are using mainly in equipments like computers and all other printers, some backup devices, some backup purpose devices. So now consider the switching mode power supply is nothing but a single phase converter here, a single phase converter. Now see this, a single phase converter. So now see this here the voltage level is 120 AC volts. AC is nothing but in US system, nothing but you are considered the US system, or you can treat it as a 230 volts or whatever it may be. Now remember we are treating it as a single phase, so that's why you can taking the voltage levels up to the 230 volts. Now this see these devices. Now see these power alternate devices, PE devices for power alternate. It will leads to the some non-linearity into the system. So this devices some AC into the this device is converted into the some AC to the DC in the output side. Now see this. So now what is the main advantage of this type of devices? Now see this nothing but this single phase power alternative device will reduces the size of the converting device, converting equipment by using these power alternative devices. So it can reduce the okay, it can reduce the size of the devices is nothing but efficient operation, gives the efficient operation, and we do not need the some transformers. What is this meaning? So now in the machines we are already learned the commutator. Commutator is nothing but you can convert into the AC to the DC. That is a mechanical equipment. A commutator is the mechanical device to convert AC into the DC. But here, for you can convert AC into the DC, which type of equipment we are using, and power electronic devices is nothing but some diodes here, some diodes, thyristors, IGBTs, SCS. So such type of device we are using to convert some AC power into the DC power. Now see this. Now we can see that there is no use of this some transformers also. There is no use of the transformers. We are not stepping up the or we are not sharpening the voltages levels also. Okay, so but what is the main drawback here? What is the main drawback here? What is the main drawback of using this drawback of using this single phase power equipments is nothing but it can produces very high third order harmonic currents. Can produces, can inject very high currents, third order harmonic currents into the system. Now see this. This is the now see this waveform. Now see this waveform. This is the currents that is drawn by the okay. This is the currents that is produced by the SMPS. Is that this one? This one. This one SMPS. This is the currents that is drawn or nothing but that is produced by the SMPS. Now see this waveform. It is in sine wave. No, it is the shape is not the sine wave. Whenever you will get the sine wave, that is there is no deviations. But now see this, the wave shape is nothing. It is not the sine wave. This is the non-linear wave. This is the non-linear. This is the non-linear in wave shape. Non-linear in wave shape. Okay, this wave we are going to draw the other systems. You can assume how our system is affecting these currents. You understand? This wave is injected into the system is nothing but I can draw the some wave. So some here the some loads 1, 2, 3 and so on. One we are using SMPS, other we are using some lights or some transformer. You can see this because of this injection of the okay, because of this injection of the some currents, harmonic currents is like this currents into the system. We can see this how we can draw the currents is like this shape of the current you can draw. Lights as well as transformer. You remember what shape of the wave you require? A sine wave. A sine wave. But you get this type of wave. But you get the which type of wave? You get the system is injecting into the system is this type of the wave. Is like consider this type of the wave. But you want this type. You should remember whenever or you should think whenever our device is nothing but some equipments like some in the household equipments like ACs, fridges, some lights as well as some fans is taking this type of power what will happen? The devices may getting heated. Okay, getting heated. So once it starts heating, the insulation is failed definitely. So it leads to the short circuit and damage to the equipment. Okay, this SMP is nothing but not only the SMPS. Remember here, not only SMPS, a single phase power electronic converters is injecting a very high third harmonic currents, very high third harmonic. Third harmonic means here H is equal to the 3 and so on. H is equal to the order 3, harmonic order 3. So is currents into the system. So because of this harmonic currents are nothing but this wave shapes. So the equipment is nothing but the directly connecting equipment like transformer and so all other equipment will get the heating first of all. Remember, whenever there is a equipment is getting start to heat, there is some harmonics into the system. So nothing but this comes under the frequency. Harmonics are nothing but the frequency waveforms, but more number of waveforms in the 1 second time. So if it is a 50 cycles, you can consider the fundamental frequency. If it is more, we'll get the more waveforms, nothing but more than the 50, we will treat it as a some harmonic content of that one, harmonic waveforms. So instead of 50 cycles, you are drawing the any loads from the supply in 1 second time, you will get the 200 cycles in 1 second time. What will happen? So that will leads to the phase angle difference. Remember that will leads to the phase angle difference that will causes the heating of the device. It may damages. Nothing but at the same time that will also draw the high current from the supply. If the phase angle changes, the voltage changes according to that the current is changes. Remember that will leads to the phase angle difference. A phase, B phase, and C phase angle difference also. The phase angle differences happen, the voltage is changes, accordingly current is also changed. Okay, so this is the one case. This is the one case. Out of these 3 cases, remember, out of this in the commercial loads, we are already discussed this one. First one, single phase. Now going to the second one, fluorescent lighting. You can see the fluorescent lighting. What is this fluorescent lighting? What is the advantage of or disadvantage of using this fluorescent lighting in the household premises? Okay, so now see this before, you are not confusing this one. This is the THD. THD wave. This is the THD wave, total harmonic discharge wave in current. THD wave or TDD. Or you are treating a THD wave. Remember, this is the THD spectrum wave. This is the THD. The THD wave is like this. Remember, the THD wave is like this. Okay, the THD. This is the THD. How much current? Now see this. How much THD is there in the system? At the moment, nearly of 60% THD is there. So in the single phase converters in THD range, nearly 15% increase in the current. Remember, 15% is increasing. So when compared to the base wave, base currents. Okay. Now see this second category of commercial load is nothing but the fluorescent light. A fluorescent lighting. Now see this another one, a fluorescent light. So this fluorescent lighting accounting 40 to 60% of the commercial load. But nowadays, remember this is treated up to the this number is considered up to the 2000, up to the 2000. Remember, but nowadays most of the buildings it's nothing but sorry it's just a small change. So typically most of the buildings are most of the commercial loads for the lighting purpose 40 to 60% we are using this lighting, so some illumination purpose you are using the lighting. But so up to the 2000 century, so fluorescent lighting you can consider it as a 77% incandescent lighting. But in our households we are using the this lighting. So a tube lights we are calling it as tube lights. A 14%. A fluorescent lighting is 77%. It's nothing but we are using some ballast fluorescent light. What is the difference between these two? So fluorescent lighting we are using some ballast to operate. Ballast to operate. Here we can use this some starter to start these devices. Some similar devices ballast as well as started, but the thing is here fluorescent lighting there is some gases are like this. So in fluorescent lighting you see in the some 5 years back or 10 years back, and yellow lighting gives this some street lighting purpose we are using this. But nowadays we are using some LEDs under this to this incandescent lighting. So on that so they defined the 1995 Act. So up to the 2000 century, so fluorescent lighting is getting the 77% fluorescent lighting we are using on that time. Only the 14% uh, tube lights are using on that time out of that. But nowadays, remember, in especially in Andhra and compared to the entire India, uh, so nearly 80% of the loads are comes under the LEDs. 80% of the load is comes under the LEDs. LED loads, LED lights or LED bulbs. So most of the street lights, above 99% of the street lights are converted into the LED. So that will these LEDs will draw the less currents from the or less. These LEDs are treated as a light loads, but these LEDs is also producing some harmonic synthesis. Okay, this what is this fluorescent lamps? This lamps, fluorescent lights, fluorescent lamps. We can consider as a discharging lamps. Nothing but the discharging lamps. These fluorescent lamps are discharging lamps. Nothing but gas is there when you conduct that gases, you are giving some high amount of power supply to that gases. Is nothing but a similar function of the incandescent. So for that giving the high voltage levels to that gases or all other things, we will require some ballast. It's nothing but a starter. Nothing but a starter. So ballast to provide high initial voltage to discharge the electronic current flowing between the two electrodes and the fluorescent. A ballast. Okay, this ballast you are considering into the two categories. Okay, magnetic ballast is there, electronic ballast is there. This ballast is nothing but two. Nowadays, remember, we are using the some starters, some electronic equipment, some our incandescent lamp tube lights. In some nowadays, still we are using some is nothing but the some inductor based starters, inductor based, nothing but like a transformer based function is there. But now we are using most of the houses we are using electronic based. Remember, whenever we are coming into electronic, that leads to the again the harmonics. What is the difference between these two? We are using some magnetic type of the starters that will getting some noises, also noises, some hissing noise whenever the tube light is on. You get some noise. That size is also very high. At the same time, that weight is also very high. Weight is also very high. So when compared to the electronic, that size is very less. The best example for this one, nowadays we are using the some regulators, fan regulators. Also we are using the some electronic nowadays. Fan regulator also we are using. In earlier days we are using the some is nothing but the some resistance based and all other things. So electronic, whenever they coming into the electronic, that leads to the some non-linearities. Non-linearities is leads to the some harmonic currents that will inject into the system. So this ballast or nothing but a starter type of the equipment will has two types. That is the two types, two categories of magnetic as well as the electric. So this is the waveform of the magnetic ballast. So this is the current waveforms from the magnetic ballast. You can see this nearly of sinusoidal. You can see this wave. In looking this, you can look. See this wave nearly sinusoidal. Nearly sinusoidal. More, almost all sinusoidal wave. We are using magnetic ballast. So you can assume that in our households also we are using So in the older type of the incandescent light tubes is nothing but tube lights. We are using this magnetic ballasts. So that ballasts will draw the current is like this. Remember, because that has nothing but an inductor. I think in the laboratory also we have done the experiment on this inductor also. Okay, AC for the AC and the DC, how this inductor will act. Okay, the draw the current from the supply is like this, almost sinusoidal. So there is no problem on that cases. So now see this, the harmonic spectrum of THD is like this. It's nothing but how much harmonic spectrum is nearly of 15%. Remember, nearly of 15% problem is there. Nearly of 15%. Nearly 15%. Remember, nearly 15%. See this 14, nearly of 14 to 15%. 14 to 15. Yeah, obviously you can consider in the single phase systems. So this ballast, nothing but the harmonic content in the system is raised up to the 15%. 15%. Now see this, the currents that is done by the supply or that injects or whatever it may be the same, looking like the sine wave. So that's why the THD is very less. The THD level is very less. Okay. Now see this in the magnetic ballast. Now see this. What is the total THD? Almost or moderate to the 15%. Nothing but up to the 15% THD. So but whenever you are using an electronic ballast or electronic type of starters, nothing but in our households, then tube lights and the fans, we are using this electronic type of the devices that will produces a nearly of 10 to 32% THD. It is of up to the 15, but this will leads to the 10 to the 32% of the THD. Now see this, this is the waveform and the THD waves of the magnetic ballast. Now see this wave, nearly a sine wave, nearly a sine wave. See this, nearly a sine wave. Okay. Now see this another one, fluorescent lighting. So an electronic ballast. You can treat the electronic ballast. Where you can use this electronic ballast. Remember, these magnetic ballasts are using the frequency ranges, low frequency ranges up to the 50 to the 60 Hz. But the magnet, this electronic type of ballasts, we are using the high frequency ranges up to the 40 kilohertz range. So magnetic ballast is also using this range, but the size, the weight, the cost is very more when compared to the electronic ballasts. Okay, magnetic ballasts are also using for this range, but why you are not using? Because of the cost, economical reasons, as well as the cost, as well as the size of the devices, as well as weight of the devices, as well as efficiency. So electronic ballasts has more efficiency when compared to the magnetic ballasts. Okay, so that's why so high rating devices, high rating fluorescent lighting devices purpose we are using the electronic type of ballasts. So this electronic type of ballasts will produces the harmonic currents in the range of the THD in the range of 10 to the 20%. Even though you know that this will definitely leads to the harmonic currents, but because of the economical impact, we are using this. Now see this. Uh, Now see this waveform. This is the electronic ballast current drawn system. Current waveform. You can see this current waveform. How this electronic, now see this on and off. Nothing but electronic ballasts in the sense switches, the power trans switches. How that power trans switches are conducting on and off. That can only power trans switches simply on and off. On case, off case, on case, off case, on and off. A positive half cycle, negative half cycle, positive half cycle, negative half cycle, on and off. On case, off case, on, off. A positive, this is negative. A positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, on and off. Positive half cycle, negative half cycle. A three-phase system, or single phase system, whatever. Now see this, you will get that current that is done from the supply or the currents that are injected into the supply is like this. This is not the sine wave. This is explained a non-linear waveform. Definitely non-linear. You can see this waveform and this waveform. Compare this two. This is nearly a sine wave. 99% or above the 95% sine wave it is looking like. But you can see this. This is not at all a sine wave. Remember, this wave is done by our devices. Remember, this current wave is done by our neighboring devices. Nothing but our cell phones, or nothing but our laptops, or our ACs, fridge, lights, as well as fans drawing this type of current. We can remember how much our equipments are damaged. See these devices. Okay, this is the impact of the harmonics. Harmonics impact is very high in our power system nowadays. Okay, please wait 1 minute, please. So sorry, and I see this once again. The other thing. So now I can see this. So see this type of wave our device is drawing. Remember, this type of wave our device is drawing. It will leads to the a very high problem to the equipments fluorescent light. Now see the another industrial another type you can coming into the industrial loads. You can see the some industrial fluorescent some industrial. So see this industrial. So industrial loads. What are the some industrial loads? So this industrial loads is nothing but also so whenever they are using the power electronic type of devices or non-linear devices, that will leads to the some again this harmonics into the system. So non-linear loads. Remember this non-linear loads. So this leads to the so some industries. Remember some industries. So most of the industries nothing but is like some automation industries like a Kia industry in India, in Andhra Pradesh, especially in Andhra Pradesh. The entire industry and the entire thing is automated. Automated means the entire thing is controlled by the some power electronic controllers. Okay, that power electronic controllers will leads to the non-linear harmonics, non-linearities that will inject some harmonic currents. But what will happen if this normal you can see the in industrial level they can draw the current or they can inject the harmonic currents into the system is very huge amount because what the industries we can consider it as a high loads, high amount of loads. So you can see this, the high amount of loads will also leads to the high amount of currents that is injected into the system, non-linear currents injected into the system. So that's why our Indian government is considering here for the industries they can inject the non-linear loads. That type of industries they can penalize. They can given some more unit cost or some another way penalize that one. So to avoid the that penalization, all other things, industries again using the power factor correction equipments as nothing but a capacitor on that industries. That capacitors again will leads to the some other problem, but it will reduces the harmonics into the system. But with this capacitors again will leads to the some transients. Now, so to avoid the penalties, so industries will use the capacitor bank to improve the power factor. Now see this, because of the non-linearities, what will happen? The phase angles are differ. The phase angles are different, nothing but the power factor changes. Nothing but the angle in between the voltage and current is nothing but the power factor. If the phase angles are different, obviously voltage changes, current changes, the angle in between the voltages, current changes, the power factors are obviously changes. So to maintain the constant power factor, to improve that power factor, can use this some capacitor bank in the industrial side. But in households also we are using the capacitor banks to maintain the uninterrupted power. That is the difference. In our households we are not using the capacitor for power factor improvement because in households the government that is not penalized by non-linearities can inject into the system, that's what harmonics. But industry side they are using the heavy amount of the loads, so so that's why they got the penalized. Okay, they got the penalized. Okay, so this industries they can use this some power electronic correction equipments is nothing but the capacitors, but these capacitors it potentially magnifies some harmonic currents. from the nonlinear loads. This gives to the rise the resonance condition with this resonance condition. So inductance and capacitances are equal, is equal to 1. On that case, we can call it as a resonance. Okay, so why these capacitors are used in the industry or substations? Remember these capacitors are used in two ways: in the substation to improve the power factor, as well as in the industrial side they can use the capacitor for improve the power factor. But because of using these capacitors again for the power factor improvement purpose, these capacitors will magnifies the harmonic currents. Again magnify the harmonic currents. Okay, this will lead to the rise of the resonance in the system. So what will happen because of the resonance is changes? It will cause the modern transformers is overheating and misoperation and sensitive electronic equipments misoperation. Because of this resonance will leads to the will leads to the resonance conditions, overheating cases. Okay, now see this some type of industrial loads you can see it as an nonlinear loads. Some general you can categories into the three categories. This industrial loads: power, three-phase power converters, some marking devices, and accessible devices. Now see one by one what is this three-phase power converters. So you can see this three-phase power converters. So now the main advantages of this three-phase power converters is it will not generate the third harmonic currents. Remember, but in single phase converters will generate the third harmonic currents. The third harmonic currents, because of that currents, the transformers and all other equipments may getting heated. So but these devices will not get the or not produce the third harmonic currents into the or not inject the third harmonic currents to the system, but the currents that is done by the. So now this three phase power converters we are divided into the two categories. CSI is next one is the VSI, voltage source VSI, voltage source inverter and current source inverter. So three phase converters are divided into the two categories. Most of the cases we are using this above 90% of the cases we are using this. Only special cases, only special purpose we are using this current source inverter. All other type, most of the devices, whenever you are seeing some cell phones or whatever it may be, our household equipment, inverter equipments, all other equipments are the three phases. Most of the devices where converters are the voltage source converters. There is a huge advantage while using the voltage source converter when compared to the current source converter. You can see it in later. So now see this, the currents that is drawn by the current source inverter is like this. The currents, this is the THD. So this is the currents that is drawn, at the same time that is injected, that is drawn or that is injected by the this is the some PWM type of VSI, voltage source current. This is the VSI, voltage source inverter. This is the VSI drawing power. This is the current source converter drawing the power. But when compared to these two, remember a current source converter will generally injects the harmonics current very compared to the VSI. CSI is injecting less amount of harmonics. When compared to the VSI, CSI will inject less harmonics when compared to the VSI. But we are mostly you are using the VSI when compared to the CSI. There is a huge drawback of this CSI. We are using the some huge amount of the some capacitor value. You can see that one. You can see this. Now see the in the three phase converters again you can divide into the DC to DC converters and AC to DC converters. Some model the conditions of that one. Now you can see this first case DC drives. So DC drives. What is the DC drive? So now you know that DC drive. For suppose we have some DC. Some we are nowadays we are using the most of the electric cars or something about that on the DC devices. That they require some DC drives. That much DC converters are another type of the equipments is like one second. Now see this DC drives. Now these DC drives, a three-phase DC drives, a three-phase six-pulse type of DC drives we are seeing. So where you can use this DC drives here, some electric vehicles. Nowadays we are using most of the electric vehicles. We are using the DC. So, now see this. So when the invention of these electric motors or electric drives, and the first invention it will has the DC drives. Then due to some drawbacks on this DC, we are moved into the AC. But nowadays again we are using the DC drives because of this some improvement in the power electronics. Okay, so this because of this DC drives, so it will inject the fifth and seventh harmonics into the system. Fifth and seventh harmonic. You remember, if the harmonic order is increases, the amount of currents that will inject into the system is reduces. Okay, remember this point. So and for this is 6 pulse. For suppose we are using the 12 pulse rectifier, 12 pulses. We are using the 6 pulse here. For suppose you are using this 12 pulses, so 90% of the problems mathematically, this fifth and seventh harmonics is also eliminated. So the order, when you improve the order pulses, now see this. For suppose this will get the waveform is like this. Now see this, you will not get the pure sine wave. Remember. So for suppose that is the 12 pulse, you get the similar most a smoothing wave when compared to that one, a smoothing wave will get like this 12 pulse. If the pulses are number of phases, 6 pulse. I will draw this some. So see they can given us some example also. A 6 pulse and 12 pulse. If we can increase the number of levels or number of pulses, so you are getting the some amount of this is the DC. I am drawing this as the AC systems. We're getting a smoothing wave. A smoothing wave. We're getting the smoothing. This DC drive AC to the DC drive. Now see, you can see this type of drive that is done. So this DC drives will inject the fifth and seventh harmonics. This when increases the number of pulses to the system. So what will happen here? The curve is smoothing. So nothing but the harmonics also reduces. But why can't you are not going these levels are increases pulse? Because of the cost issues. So now come to the AC drives. A three-phase AC drives. A PWM. Nothing but this AC drives again you have the CSA voltage source converters as well as the current source converters, or CSC or VSC, what nothing but voltage source inverters or voltage source converters, or current source converters or current source inverter, whatever it may. So this is the diagram of the VSA. VSA. This is the VSA. You can see this VSA. This is the VSA. This is the CSA. Okay. This is ASD. Large type of ASD. ASD is nothing but again the VSA. We are using the VSA. Okay. Now see this VSA. You can see this VSA. Now we can observe this VSA and CSA. You can observe this VSA and CSA. The wave that is done by the motor, you can see these waveforms. You can see our intention is to not how this VSA and CSA is operated. So our intention is to what is the output of this VSA as well as the CSA. How our equipment is drawn the power output of this three-phase converters power. Now see this. Now see these waves. Which wave is looking like a sine wave? Is nothing but this wave is looking like some sine wave, but this is not the case. Now see this some large ASDs we are using large ASDs. The motors that is done by this. So this is somewhat better. So now see this difference between the CSA and VSA. You can see this till point. VSA requires constant DC ripple voltage input and inverter range. So this is achieved because of the capacitor or LC filter. Nothing but this. But what is the result? What is the requirement of current source converter? It requires constant current input. Now see this. This is the source. Voltage source requires the current source. Current. This is requires the current source. Voltage source inverter means here It can convert AC into the DC or DC to the AC, whatever it may be. So the voltage source here, the input source here is nothing but the voltage. Here the current source, the input is the current. It requires the constant current input. Hence, the series inductor is placed into the DC link. Here this inverter is placed into the DC link. Here, so simply. So I'm not drawing that one. So you can see the our intention is to what is the output of this converters, then how our equipment, the connected equipments of this inverter is drawn the supply, is drawn the currents. Now see these are voltages. Now see these three waveforms. Now see this. So and compared to the VSI, CSI is better producing the, but the drawback is large amount of or huge amount of inductor. DC link is required. Inductor is required. That will produce the again some problem. Now three-phase converters. The third case is the impact of the operating conditions. So operating conditions. So nothing but the whenever the taste is adjustable speed drives. Now see here in this case, you can only see the what is the output of this. What is the how the motors is drawing the currents. Now this case, you will see this case because of the operating, how these motors are operating at industry level at some time as one speed and another time is another speed. So the speeds are varying. Whatever the speeds are varying, but the speeds are varying. The current that is drawn by the system is changes. Remember the speed of the motor changes. The current that is drawn by the system is changes. Now see this different speed ranges, different operating conditions of these motors, different operating conditions, different speed ranges. The graphs is like this. This is the THD. Now see this speed range. If the speed is changes, what is the what will happen if the speed is changed? Now see this graph. A speed variation. The current is drawn from the supply is also changes. You know that very well. Okay, this is the operating conditions. Operating conditions. Impact of the operating conditions. The motor is at starting zero. Once in one instant, for suppose an packing industry, one instant the motor is stop. Another instant it goes to on and off cases. You remember on and off cases are continuously running with the different speeds. The amount of current that is done by the load is changes. Okay, the based on that one, the harmonics that are injected into the system is also changed. Okay, now see the second one. This is the second category of arcing devices. Arcing devices is nothing but electric arc furnaces type of devices. Some arc welders. I already said so arc welding is you are already observed that arc welding in the welding shops also. You can see that whenever that arc welding is on, you can see this. The illumination of the lights is also reduced. That will lead to that will you can call it as a flicker cases. You can observe on that one also. These arc weldings now we are using also some electronic based. Some lightning, fluorescent lighting, sodium vapor, mercury vapor, lamps, all other things will leads to the ballads. So you remember we said our cases you see that our cases is nothing but this arcing device, how this arcing devices will accept the currents into the system. Now see this arcing devices. So nothing but we are considering some arcing devices. Now here some arcing device is nothing but electric arc furnace or arc welders or whatever it will draw the current is like this. So now see this waveform is like this. Draw the waveform is like this. This is also problem. Now see the third category is saturable devices. What are the different saturable devices? So saturable devices, you are considering the electromagnetic devices, nothing but the transformers. First one is the transformer. Saturable devices, you know that some stable transformers, some magnetic devices with the steel core, including motors, harmonics are generated into the nonlinear magnetic field. So every device there is some saturating point. That point that we can call it as a knee. For every device that we can treat it as a saturated device, we can call it as a knee. So the device will last that saturating point will leads to the some heating. So now see this saturating devices start. Now see this transformer magnetizing current and harmonics pattern. This is the THD. This is the graph of the transformer magnetizing point. This is the knee point. So beyond that knee point, I will get this some harmonics into the system. Now see this the currents that is done this way. Some saturable devices. Now see the now see the another topic. Another topic. I will spend the only just 5 minutes for this topic. Please consider this one. Now see this another topic, but how to locate these harmonics from the sources. How to locate these harmonics from the sources. How to locate these harmonics. This is another topic. How to locate the harmonics from the sources. You can locate the harmonics from the sources in two ways. You can consider the radial distribution system. You can radial distribution system. These are some feeders. So in these feeders, we are using some non-linear devices. Some non-linear devices. Non-linear devices. We are using the non-linear devices. Now see this transform. This is the source. How we can see this? How this device is injecting the currents is like this into the system is like this. Okay, the current injecting system is like this. So for the industrial purposes, this is the general voltage waveform. This is the general voltage. This is the general case we are using. But this is the for suppose an industrial purposes, or you can increases the some capacitor to increases the some power factor. On that time you can see this. On that time you can see this point is very careful. Because of power factor correction purpose capacitors. So what will happen here? See this this diagram. So this capacitor using of the capacitor. Now see this case. This case we are using some additional capacitor. This one capacitor. This is the capacitor. What is the difference between these two? A load side we are using the capacitor to improve the power factor. Because of this capacitor, you see this the path, the harmonic path that is also some diverted into the some capacitor that will draw the capacitor. But it again one now see this path. The path is altered. See this because of using this capacitor, the path is altered. But once the when this capacitor is trying to inject, it can magnify that this voltage, nothing but this level is nothing but this voltage waveform is like this. So it is magnifying and injected again into the system. Is magnifies. Now see this. Now see this in this example, because of using the capacitor, adding the capacitor to the circuit, it may draw the large amount of harmonic current into the portion of the circuit. So you can see this. The capacitor is drawing large amount of harmonic current. Now see this. The harmonic current is diverted to the capacitor. Then this will lead the capacitor bank and actual harmonic device. So this will also lead to the capacitor. So now see this capacitor is storing this harmonic current. When that when the capacitor is trying to inject the current or voltage into this, at that time it will magnify. You can already see this magnifying point. I already explained this point, a magnifying point. So now see this capacitor. This already magnifies that. Usage of this capacitor, what will happen? That capacitor will magnify the, now see this point. Now see this point. Magnifies this one. That is the use. So this is the sources. Now a simple example. So we are using nonlinear devices. Now see this bus 1, bus 2, bus 1 and bus 2. You can see this nonlinear devices. This will inject because of using this capacitor. This nonlinear current path is diverted, and these harmonics are stored by this capacitor. This path is divided. Once capacitor is injecting voltage or current, so this will harmonic current is injected into the system. What is that harmonic current? That is magnified harmonic current. Double the harmonic current are injected into the system. That is the disadvantage of this capacitor we are using the power factor. Okay. Okay. Next class we are going to again discussing the next one. Okay, thank you.